Hey, it's Brian Mudd. This is my cheat sheet for Thursday, November 29th. You didn't win the lottery, so now what? I got plenty of economic information on my fiscal cheat sheets and things I'm going to go through with you. But first, this is a good opportunity, especially since many people are rearranging their money right now and trying to account for what could be higher tax increases or just the uncertainty regarding the fiscal cliff. One of the things that you always should be taking a look at is what your end goal is. A lot of times we set goals and dreams when we buy a lottery ticket, and maybe then we'll figure out what we want to do. Well, here's the thing. If you're a successful person, generally, if you're oriented towards success, the way that you are most likely to achieve your financial goals is to work backward. Where is it you want to be? What was that dream you actually had when you bought that lottery ticket? You think it's unattainable? Well, why not? So figure out realistically where you want to be. Figure out the time frame you want to be there. And then what you do is you work your plan backwards. You try to figure out where you have to be on the path to get there. Now, sometimes that will require a financial advisor, but here's what you do. You don't get from zero to millionaire overnight. I mean, every once in a blue moon that will happen, like with a lottery ticket, but it's a blue moon situation. Generally what happens is you hit your goals year after year after year, and you know, rather than having to try to figure out how you get that big sum of money, well, if I made progress and I'm on goal this year, and I got like a 20-year plan ahead of me, as long as I hit those goals every year, man, I'm on path. I'm on path to get there. So what I would tell you is, don't just dream when you buy a lottery ticket. Set that plan, work your way backwards. I'll have plenty of commentary on the show. I'll have plenty of commentary on the fiscal cheat sheet. But don't give up. Don't dream and plan just when you pick up the lottery ticket. Because most successful people, as long as they set a goal and they're intentional about getting to it, have far more success than you might believe. All right. Tax increase that you haven't heard about yet. There's another hidden tax increase that is set to hit January 1st. And this would hit you if you file, if you're married, you file jointly, but you're not getting around it regardless. It comes on the deduction side. If you utilize a standard deduction, that limit is going to go from $11,900 for married couples down to $9,900 as of January 1st. What that means is that $2,000 difference there on that deduction, well, you'll have to pay taxes against that. So let's say, for example, your tax rate is 25%. That would mean $500 and more taxes that you'll have to pay just because the standard deduction for married couples is set to go down by another $2,000. If your tax rate is lower, obviously it's less. If your tax rate's higher, obviously it's more. But that's another tax increase beyond all of the others we're talking about, beyond the nominal rates based upon income that is set to hit. There are so many hidden little taxes that we continue to find that are set to go up. The tax increase is much bigger than just your top income bracket moving higher. And it's something you need to plan for, because I'm now at the point to where the average family, as it sits now, when we're getting ready to go into next year, is facing somewhere in the order of $4,000 to $5,000 in tax increases next year. We're not talking about peanuts. All right, Small Business Saturday. Here's some good news. Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday were a huge success, and this makes me happy on many levels. For small businesses to be successful in Cyber Monday, it means that we're starting to get serious about our digital plans, and we're capitalizing accordingly. By the numbers, we have them now for Small Business Saturday and Cyber Monday. Small businesses increased their sales 25% over last year. That's almost as good as the major retailers, which means that in small business, we didn't lose market share digitally in a growth area to our larger competition. That's tremendous news. It's also meaning that as consumers, we're becoming more aware of our small business friends. $5.5 billion all told in small business sales between Saturday and Cyber Monday sales. That is great progress, and it's a reminder to all of us as well that if we haven't participated with small businesses this holiday shopping season, I always encourage you to take one small business that you've never even patronized before, shop there, and who knows, it might become a store that is a new favorite of yours. It's funny the way that works out. Every year that we've done this, it does become a store that we go back to and patronize. We actually found one of our favorite restaurants that way a few years ago as well. But anyway, good news. And if you have a business and you're not serious about digital, look at all that growth. Did you make 25% more money this past Saturday, this past Monday online? If you didn't, why? That's what you have to be asking, and that's what you have to be answering. We are getting some good news in Florida in terms of the economic impact around the holidays. Out of the top 10 holiday destinations this year, Florida has 4 of the top 10, including number 1, Orlando. We also have Fort Lauderdale, which is number 3. Tampa is also on the list as well. So a lot of people will be coming in, and hopefully that means spending money locally around the holidays. And last but not least, how's the economy doing so far in the fourth quarter? Well, my first read on it, and I'm actually looking at projecting the overall economic impact of the fiscal cliff. I think we're getting close enough now to where I can do that. What it looks like is the economy, all told, and this is going to be a surprise, despite the huge sales over the holiday weekend, it looks like retail sales are actually going to increase for November less than they did in November last year. When you take a look, remember retail sales were negative in October. It looks like we're going to end up having a overall economy so far that's growing at less than 2%, which is less than the GDP of the third quarter, which, by the way, we get a GDP revision today as well. Lots of important economic data. It's a cheat sheet for today. Enjoy yours, and we shall see you tomorrow.